Hi everyone. Thank you for coming to my channel today and for listening to this and whatever platform you're listening on. I am the director of Harnessing Your Divine Feminine. I'm an intuitive life coach, yoga teacher, all of this, and I am getting my YouTube channel back going. I had it going and then I stopped, and now I'm like, okay, Spirit was like, you need to commit to the YouTube channel. So I'm here. I'm committed to the YouTube channel now. I'm committing to like my collective of seekers. It's the collective of seekers, I think, is what y'all are going to be. And I'm going to come on here and I'm going to give just messages from spirit and just talk about whatever spirit and just channel from the divine and just talk about whatever spirit leads me to talk about. So I'm in Georgia, Georgia girl, Georgia gypsy, Atlanta native. I'm an Atlanta native. So shout out to all my Atlanta natives. So I've got my all my stuff set up here to do the readings, and you know I've got 3 different decks. I'm going to use various different decks during for my YouTube channel. And right now we're going to do the past. We're going to do the past. We're going to do a past, present, future. And whoever needs to hear this, when they hear it, they hear it. Take what you want, leave the rest. Just like with any class or any seminar or any workshop you go to, some of it you're going to be like, that's not jiving with me. And some of you are going to be like, okay. Some of it you're like all in. So just like with any class or anything you do, um, you take what you need. And then you may think about it down the road. A lot of times with readings, it may not make any sense at the time, but then even like 2 or 3 years later, you're like, "Ooh, that's what that lady was talking about." That's happened to me before. It's totally happened to me before. And readings, the most effective way, because I've been giving readings for years and years and years. I've been giving readings, and the most effective way to receive a reading is to have a subject that you're concerned about. I always say like, what's first on your mind, right? What subject's on your heart the heaviest, and then it allows the reader to give you more details instead of it being like the world of vagueness, and you're like, were they just making it up? Were that could apply to anybody? So the best, go in with an open heart to a reading, but then have a few subjects that you want to concentrate on. And you can even ask questions. A good reader is going to be like, yeah, question, question, question. And I say a good reader, but there's really no right way to do a reading. It can be like very broad. There's no wrong way to do it. So saying that, I encourage you to, whatever person you see, healer, reader, therapist, whatever, go in with an open heart, but definitely have like what is the first on your mind going forward. That's just my advice in this that I've picked up just from working with a lot of people for a lot of years. Okay, so we're gonna do the past. The past is the Ace of Swords, right? That's the card I'm drawing for the past. The Ace of Swords is very heady, like you were overthinking. You probably tend to think of every worst scenario going forward that could happen in any given situation. Honestly, that's a sign of an anxiety attack. That is a mild anxiety attack. Not that you need to go out and get anxiety meds, but that's a mild anxiety attack. So sometimes you just have to stop and say, you know what? Have I taken proper action? Do I have Is there any action I need to take? Like ask spirit. Is there an email I need to send, a text, a phone call, a conversation I need to have? Or an activity you need to do, like do you need to complete a task to shift the energy of the situation? And oftentimes it's no. Oftentimes it's no. And when it's no, you just have to be like, cool, spirit, I know you got my back. You've had my back since I was born. Okay, thank you. So that was the past. So in the past, your spirit saying, yeah, you did kind of stress on a subject. The present, and I'm using the Harnessing Your Divine Feminine deck. You can find them on Drive Through Cards, and I'm going to post a link. They're brand new. So the stars are falling in alignment on your behalf. Tell the universe what you want. The stars are falling in alignment. So basically, Spirit is saying that really, like, it's your time to shine. This, whatever situation you need smoothed over or whatever you need to like figure out around either like lifestyle. I'm hearing lifestyle and relationship. The stars are aligning, but you need to have the actual courage to actually say what you want, because so many times we don't actually say what we want. We settle, or we take what we're supposed to, what we think we're supposed to have, or what we think we deserve, or the easiest way out, or the way that least offends people. And this time the universe is like, no, you need to ask for what you really want. Like if you want the extra avocado, ask for the extra avocado. It could be as easy as asking for extra avocado at a restaurant, or it could be as easy as asking for like, no, I really want the red convertible, right? Like, so it could range, and whatever you're asking for, the stars are falling in alignment is what I hear. Okay, so I'm going to pull one on the future. We're going to be using the goddess deck here, the moon goddess deck. I'm going to pull for the future outcome of this situation. I'm getting the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. I love. See how she's got her house and she's like doing her thing. She's taking care of herself, her family, and her community in that order. And that's how we should all live, in the order of taking care of ourself, our family, and our community. And that really is what's going to heal the universe, right? It's where this chaos that we're suddenly hyper aware of. And I'm not sure that the chaos didn't always exist. We're just suddenly aware of it, right? Because we have more streams of information than we've ever had. So my advice to you is just be like, you know what? This is like, look at everything as a theory, as an opinion. That's it. The art of unattachment. I know if y'all are yogis, yoga is really just like a way of living. It's like, be like, okay, it's an opinion, it's a thing that's happening. But save your pentacles, like save to take care of yourself, your family, and your community in that order. And then we rise above politics. We rise above low vibrational concepts in which we built the foundation of ourselves on. And we're sort of evolving out of these concepts into one consciousness. And that's really where we're going evolutionary. We're just evolving. We're all like big symptoms of evolution. And as we're evolving, we have these hiccups like love, money, food, health, right? And we're like, how do we stay in alignment with all that and keeping with what we need? Like we have one foot on earth and one foot in heaven. And that we still have to experience human emotions. Like we still have to experience humanness and grief and pain and heartache and anger and fire. We experience all the elements inside of our bodies, right? Because our bodies are basically earth, right? We come from the earth. And in that we're still trying to live this like divine, like esoteric reality. And we are, most of us. I think that we embrace that more when we just accept that we are earth and that we're going to experience fire, water, wind, everything. We're experiencing all that inside of our own bodies on a daily basis. And that's beautiful. Like, it's beautiful. The galaxy is chaos, and in that chaos becomes like organization. And as above, so below, we are the galaxy. The galaxy's in our body. And I say all this is very like, that's how we manifest. Like, that's how we get to the law of attraction. Things that spiritual people are always studying, the law of attraction and manifestation. And that's how we get there, is just embracing the chaos and knowing it's part of us and that we are all one. And you have blessings coming to you, huge blessings coming to you. If you're listening to this message, of course, there's going to be stress around it, but it's good anxiety. And what they want you to know is have the good anxiety, and it like acknowledge that it's good anxiety, not bad anxiety. Okay. If you're listening to this, someone out there, your ancestors are helping you with whatever. It's like there's some financial stress. And I know that's very broad, but there's one piece that like your grandfather's going to help you, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Like it could be your grandfather on the other side. It could be a physical grandfather here that you can call, but whoever needs to hear that, that's the message I'm getting. Whoever is having digestive problems, they're going to heal up. But I would definitely study the medical medium, especially celery juicing. But I'm a celery juice advocate. I still juice all the time. But it is going to hit. They're saying it's not the end of it for you. It's not. Like if you're struggling with illness, what I'm very, very clear, whoever is listening to this, is not the end of it for you. So when you hear this, it's time for you to hear it. And that's what I've got. But you're constantly, whoever's listening to this, you're constantly evolving. You're constantly recreating yourself. Um, Also, I'm going to speak a minute about grief and death. It has, like, it's a human emotion, and no matter how well studied we are, we have to experience a human emotion. And the biggest, like, the highest vibe we can get is like celebrating death and just saying, wow, what a awesome person that was to have in my life. And at the same time, like, we have to just know that, okay, this is a human emotion, this is grief, and keep moving forward through it. Don't sit in it, don't stop. That's how other mental and physical illnesses manifest. Always keep moving forward. You know, because when things are changing around you, when friendships change, relationships, jobs, what that means is that you've been moving forward. It doesn't mean you've done something wrong, because when you move forward, things shift around you. Anytime your world changes, it has to do more with the fact that you've changed and not the people around you or the circumstances around you. Um, there's so many things that stay the same years and years and years in a row, and at the same time, there's so many things that change daily. You know, we're always changing every morning, and we have a fresh start. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past, okay? It doesn't matter what you've done. What I'm hearing is you can always call the person. You can always like re-engage with whatever, and you always can make up with a situation. Now they're saying that they want you to, do whatever you think that you can't do because you were embarrassed, or you were just embarrassed. I'm just hearing that. But keep moving forward with that, and you're gonna be okay. Um, the book you've got to read. Somebody out here's got to read. Like, read the spirit. Like, dive into your spiritual studies. Please, please, please dive into your spiritual studies, because that's what's gonna save you. And that's exactly the message I heard. That's just what's gonna save you. Um, please don't get caught up in this earthly things. Just don't get caught up in the earthly things. And you have permission to thrive. You have permission to be happy. Um, with this channel, it's harnessing your divine feminine, and I will say that men are welcome. We love men here. Um, Men, step up and assist me all the time, and that's cool. And readings are for everyone. HYDF online is my website. Please subscribe to this channel. I am working towards building it, so please subscribe, hit the little bell, and you will be, you'll have access to my website then. And the website's got information, blogs, schedules, all kinds of cool stuff on it. And I update that all the time. And for my events, I keep the speaker updated, listed to see the workshops, because at my events, I have so many other, like, really, like, professional teachers come and present as well. The one thing that I've studied under some amazing teachers. I really have studied from some amazing teachers. And the one thing I've learned is that life has got to have some mystery. We're not going to know everything around the corner. We're not. Like, with intuition, it's like an umbrella, and we need the predictive part, where we're just predicting the future. There's nothing wrong with predicting the future. With saying that we're unattached to the outcome, and that we're not going to be able to predict everything all the time. And then we also have got, like, the holistic part, the wellness part, because if the holistic part is in order, our predictions are going to be better. Keep that in mind. I do sense some weird weather coming, like some storms. Like, so be prepared for that. I would get some flood insurance, or get something, renter's insurance. Y'all need to, that's what I'm hearing. Like, I think this summer we're going to have, like, a lot of storms. I just see wet, like, downpour, and that's just emotion. It's unshed emotion, because there's been so much emotions in, like, the past year and a half. I think people have just been holding it in. You have permission to do what you want to do. You have permission to be what you want to be. Thrive. You have permission to thrive, and you deserve to be happy. Um, Somebody just needed to hear that. You're not doing anything wrong by being happy, okay? Um, Continue to work on that heart chakra. If somebody had COVID this year, or had some sort of bronchial disorder, you can push through it, because I'm sensing someone still has some lingering symptoms. Get some rose quartz. Concentrate on the heart chakra all the time, because remember, everything that affects us physiologically affects us psychologically, and vice versa. Now, you have the choice to change a situation, or you have the choice to be at peace with the situation that you're in. And 50-50, some of you are going to change things, some of you are going to be at peace. That's fine. You're all on your own journey. Um, continue your journeys because you're still having a ripple effect of wellness around everyone around you. If you're thriving to be high vibe, enlightened, like and seeking truth and continuing to live your life purpose and educate people. There's these angels around you that are just amazing. Call them in, your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. So thank you for listening to my channel today. I hope that I have um, given you some hope today, some inspiration, and you'll see me again today, probably. Click subscribe, like, and share. Namaste.